Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Christie, and tonight's homework is 2-3, working with factor pairs. So this is very similar to what we did in our journal work. I know some of you didn't get a chance to do that, but we went over the examples in class. So I'm hoping that you can just try to do this on your own. Maybe try to go ahead and write down the factors of 9. See if you can do that. And then restart the video. So right away, remember the first factors that we're going to write. Here we're doing equations with two factors. So an equation has an equal sign. So the first one we're going to do is 1 times, remember the little asterisk means times, 9 equals 9. So then I ask myself, does 2 go into 9? No. Why not? Because 9 is an odd number. 2 doesn't go into odd numbers evenly. How about 3? Does 3 go into 9? It does. 3 times 3 equals 9. And then we know we're done because this is the square factor, because 9 is a square number. So then we write down our factor pairs. Our factor pairs are 1 and 9. And 3 and 3. Okay, next, 10. So go ahead and try to do it on your own. So pause the video and try to do it on your own and then come back. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is 1 times 10 equals 10. So we always start with that one. And then we're going to go to 2. Does 2 go into 10? Yes, it does. And don't forget, you can use your multiplication chart. 2 times 5 equals 10. Does 3 go into 10? No. Does 4 go into 10? No. And then we already have 5 here, so we know we're done. So our factor pairs are 1 and 10, and 2 and 5. Okay, let's look at 17. 17. So we'll start with 1 and 17. 1 times 17 equals 17. Now, does 2 go into 17? Nope, it doesn't, because look, the number in the ones place is an odd number, it's 7, so 2 does not go into 17. Does 3 go into 17? Nope, it doesn't, because remember our rule for 3's, the sum of the digits? 7 plus 1 is 8, 3 doesn't go into 8, so 3 doesn't go into 17. Does 4 go into 17? Nope, because 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 plus 1 is 17, and that's not 4. Does 5 go into 17? Nope, because look, the number in the ones digit is not 0 or 5, so 5 doesn't go into 17. Does 6 go into 17? Nope, because 2 doesn't go into 17, and 3 doesn't go into 17, so that means 6 can't go into 17. Does 7 go into 17? Nope, because 7 times 2 is 14, and then 14 plus 3 is 17, so that doesn't work either. Does 8 go into 17? Nope, because 8 times 2 is 16, and that's just 1 away. Does 9 go into 17? No, because 9 times 2 is 18. Does 10 go into 17? No. So that means that 17 only has one factor pair, 1 and 17. And remember that, because that means 17 is a special group of numbers that only have 2 factors. So we'll talk about that in the next few days. All right, let's look at 40. So 40, we're going to do 1 times 40 equals 40. And then, does 2 go into 40? Yup. Because 40 is an even number. 2 times what? Well, we could use our helper fact. 2 goes into 4 2 times, then we add a 0. So 2 times 20 equals 40. How about 3? Does 3 go into 40? Nope, because 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 doesn't go into 4. How about 4? 4 goes into 40. How many times? 10 times. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. The sun is kind of shining weird against the window. So 4 times 10 is 40. How about 5? Does 5 go into 40? It does, because look, the number in the ones column is a 0, so that means 5 goes into 40. How many times? 8. Does 6 go into 40? Nope. Does 7 go into 40? Nope. And then we're back at 8. Oh, whoops, now I'm going to get asterisks. So we're all done. So the factor pairs for 40 are 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 4 and 10, and 5 and 8. Okay? Great. Okay, so now we're going to do the practice. 356 plus 433. Okay, so in order to do this, I'm going to rewrite these numbers in columns to do our standard algorithm. 356 plus 433. Okay, so 6 plus 3 is 9, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 4 plus 3 is 7. That was a pretty easy one. No borrowing or carrying or trading or any of that stuff. All right, let's look at this one. 2,167 plus 696. Okay. 7 plus 6 is 13. So we put our 3 in the ones column, carry our 110 in the tens column. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16. 6 plus 1, 6, 7, 8, and then 2. So 2,863. Okay. Number 4, so this is a subtraction problem, so make sure you pay attention to the sign, okay? 4,578 minus 2,232. Okay. So first, 8 minus 2 is 6. 7 minus 3 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So that was pretty easy. 2,346. There wasn't any borrowing or anything. Let's look at this one. This one might be a little bit more tricky. We might have some borrowing. 3,271 minus 1,089. Okay, so, well, we can't take 9 away from 1, so we have to borrow 10 ones from the tens column, leaving us with 6 tens and 11 ones. 11 minus 9 is 2. 6 minus 8, well, we can't do that. So we have to borrow from the hundreds 10 tens. So that gives us 16 tens. 16 minus 8 is 8. 1 minus 0 is 1, and 3 minus 1 is 2. It's 2,182. And that's it. So I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow.